Hello, and glad to see you. Glad to have you here. And for those that catch it on the replay, I'm just as glad when you catch it on the replay as well. Today, I want to talk about some things about a platform that I'm on and to give you some tips and some suggestions from things that I have had some issues with, and with policy steadily changing to make the experience better for the people that come on here and use it. I wonder if you can imagine or guess what platform I'm on and what, because I don't have anything that says it. So I wonder if you know what platform I'm talking about. Every platform has their rules, every platform has their policies, and they do it because of, the user experience. They want to make sure that everyone has a good one. And so I have suggestions and tips, looking at my notes, when using this platform that can help you in a variety of ways. So check it out. Anybody got any guesses? You can drop it in the chat. The chat box is open. Any questions, comments, opinions, whatever that might be, you can definitely drop that in there and I will answer you. If you can't do it until another time later, that's fine. And whether you're here with me live or whether you are catching me on the replay, either way is great. So I'm not seeing it, so I don't want to belabor or not be respectful of your time. So I'm gonna go on and introduce myself, and then we're gonna get into it. So my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help entrepreneurs and business builders to be able to come online and use the power of social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, video marketing, branding, as well as lead generation. I also give updated strategies and tips to help as well, to give you what's current and what's going to be more relevant to what we're in now and what we're walking through, and with us all being online, and it just helps you to be able to stand out in the crowd. So that is what I do, and I'm going to have a free training. It's a free training video series, and I will put the information. It's about not chasing people, but having people attracted to you. And so it will be about that. And I will put that information on the video when it is downloaded in the comment section. So now let's get into this. No guesses yet. I don't see any. You may be away from the computer and just listening. So I know you probably kind of got an idea of where I am. But I am on the platform called Facebook. And Facebook is the primary platform that I, started out with, and still primary, but I am getting into some of the other platforms as well to check them out and see what's happening with them, because there's a lot going on and everyone wants to be seen, because being seen doing live video is one major way to really get people excited and get them to learn you, to know you, like you, and trust you. So what I have here is, and I already said this, I believe, but every platform, let me just repeat if I didn't, every platform has rules, policies, and they want their users to have good experiences. Now, on this platform that I'm on, I don't think they like I know specifically I'm seeing people now when they're using cuss words that they make it, look kind of, it looks like what it is, but it's not. They use a little bit of creativity in how they write those words. And I don't know about video, but I don't think I've heard anyone really use that language in videos. So I have several things, like I said, suggestions and tips that I want to share with you today, and be respectful of your time. So I'm keep my eye on that. So on my list, number one, I have FB, especially in ads or certain types of posts. Facebook wants to be called Facebook. They don't want, to be called FB. That was one thing that someone learned a while back, that the only thing that she could find that might be a problem, because I think they rejected her ad or whatever it was. Excuse me. And so she, in her investigation and in her talking with and doing the chat with Facebook, she actually, with some of their representatives, actually found out that that was the problem. And so now she no longer uses the FB. She, in the ads or certain types of posts, she uses the name Facebook. Excuse me. So that's one thing. So, and and a lot of these are simple, but if it causes a problem for the platform that you're on, then you need to follow the rules, policies, and whatever that platform has for you to do, policies and procedures or whatever. Next, I have, there are certain words that Facebook does not really like you to use. Like when I talked about the people that I help, entrepreneurs and business builders, I can't say exactly the word or a couple of words that I want to say, because there's been so much stuff, so much negativity surrounding it, that now we are not allowed to use it. Now, people that are really, I guess, maybe having big ad budgets and what have you, then they can, maybe use it here and there or something like that. Excuse me. But I can't use it, and people like me can't use it. Maybe once you get to a certain level, then you can. Especially if you're running a lot of ads, then maybe, it's okay. I do know one leader who is like way up there, and she actually had some issues with her account being shut down because of the couple of words that I just can't say. So I call us business builders, or we're in the industry, saying basically those people that belly to belly, the people, anybody breathing, anybody with a pulse, anybody that you see, because they gotta want what it is that you have, and that's not so. So eventually, people that have pushed and prodded and pitched to people and done all types of things without their permission have caused a negativity to go along with our profession. So we have to clean that up and get that back and do what it is that we can do, and do it better without causing issues. So that's one of the words, or a couple of words that I can't use. There are certain subjects as well. Subjects like I'm not going to say it, but the situation that we're living through, the thing that we've been going through for the last well over a year now. And I think it was just getting too mucky or too, mired down in the muck that Facebook decided that no, they didn't want to hear that anymore, and they didn't want to see that anymore. So then, when we're talking and uplifting people, because I do that, I like to, when I'm talking, I try to say what we're going through, what we're walking through, what we've been walking through for the last year. Most people understand what that is. And then I'll go on and give whatever tip I have, whatever helps I have for that. So there are certain subjects, like I said, that you really want to be careful with, especially politics, things that are going to get people really enraged. Just there are just certain subjects that you got to be aware of, and they have there are a lot of ways in Facebook that you can go and check out the policies and procedures. They have a class that you can take and learn what you can do, what you can't do, and it just helps. So if anybody wants to, make sure that they're on the right foot, doing the right thing, then that would be something that's advisable. And I know several people that have taken the course. I started in it and then had some issues and I had to drop out, but still plan on going back because you can get a lot of information and help yourself and help the platform that you're on. They want to see you succeed. They want to see conversations, and I think I'm getting into my other thing now. Okay, so the other thing is Facebook really likes it when we have messenger conversations. So you meet somebody in, say, a post and you comment on whatever it is that they posted and you really like it. And that person may come back with, well, thank you, I really appreciate that, or something like that. And then you may come back with something else. And then, eventually just, one might suggest, let's go to Messenger, just have a conversation, because I really do like what it is that you do. I've been following you for a little bit and I really like, where do you get, your information from, or how do you do that, or whatever, you know what I mean? So they like conversation. They want us to make connections and build relationships. It's really important. It's one of those things that they will also reward you for that kind of thing by putting your stuff in front of more people. So really important. The other thing is, so let me say this too. When you are using, no, that's down the way. So I'll tell you about it down there. But anyway, the next thing I have is bots and going to Facebook jail, getting shut down. That's one of the worst things. Going to Facebook jail is maybe one of the least things, but there's stuff in between there that can happen as well. So if you are not using the proper, verbiage, the proper, what they have as their policy, if you are selling, if you are doing things like, there are still people, and this is one of the other things that they don't really like and don't really allow, is people selling on their personal profile. And a lot of people are still doing that, but they're getting, different people are getting shut down now. And so hopefully people will figure it out and go in and open up a business page and /fan page. It can be called a fan page as well. And hopefully they will be able to get that and be able to just kind of move on and go from there. But some people are just there, that's where they're used to being on their personal profile, so they continue to have their company name, all their products, and and just kind of pushing. So that's one thing that they don't like, and they are reacting to it. They've already set out the action that they were going to take, And so now they are actually shutting some people down. And I'm sure eventually they will get to everybody because they want the user experience again to be a good one, not one where they feel, like, oh no, I don't really go on Facebook anymore. I don't like that because they this, they that, they whatever. So we don't want to have that. So we follow the rules, we follow the policies and procedures. Um, the other thing that I want to make you aware of is just because say you're doing an ad and your ad gets through and it's approved and it starts running and you're like, yay! And then all of a sudden you look around and your ad is rejected. And you're like, what could possibly? Well, the bots may not pick up everything in the beginning, but they eventually will. Because if it's against the rules, it's against the rules. And there are certain people that they have that are also checking them, and they have a list. And they use that list and they go through and they're like, okay, I see this, so this is rejected. You know, just be aware, watch what you're saying, how you're saying it, because again, they want the user experience to be a good one, a great one. Now I'm going down to, I have this is the last one, and this is about stories. And you can post 3 to 4 stories a day. And stories is a feature. If you're not aware, it's a feature that's usually on your main page, and it's in, like, at the very top. It looks like tiles, and it has different people's pictures or whatever on it, their faces or whatever, if they're doing affirmations or whatever. And you can post 3 plus a day, and they prefer that you post more than 3. But sometimes I find myself, I'm trying to get everything done that I need to do, and so I may post only 3 times a day, or that. I used to post a lot more, but I'm trying to be more intentional with the information that I'm putting in my stories, because I want them to have an impact on those that read it. I want them to be lifted. I want them to feel good. I want them to, maybe if it's inspiration that I'm going for, those are the things that I'm hoping that they get. If I'm going for teaching something or educating, helping someone in that area, then I want them to be able to get that. So I have to really make sure that I'm thinking about what it is that I'm putting in there. And I also like to do comedy, so I find these other features that you can use. I think they call them filters, and I use those as well. And those sometimes are just really a kick. They're so funny. Let's see. They also, this is another one of the things that, if, like with the conversations, you get rewards, your content is shown to more people. The same thing with stories. If you are, you're doing stories, and then from stories it goes directly into Messenger for you to answer that person that you commented on their story. And so when you do that, then Facebook likes that, and so then they will reward you by putting your content out there in front of maybe more people. So I see that my time is getting a little short, so I don't want to keep this going anymore. That was the last thing. So I hope that the information that I shared today was valuable. I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that that you're able to stay out of Facebook jail, and just follow the policies, and take the class if you need to. And I mean, like I said, I was taking it because I was learning, and then some things happened and I wasn't able to do that. But I will still go back and do that, even though it's been a while. I still want to go back because Facebook is continually changing how they do things and continuing to try to make the user experience a really good and great experience. So basically that is it. I will put the information on the video when it's downloaded in the comments section for the free video training that allows you to see what it's like to have people reaching out to you because of what you have instead of you chasing them. So they're attracted to you and not you running after them, trying to get them to listen to you and convincing people. That's just not the way. So basically that is it. Like, I don't see any questions or comments or anything in the chat. So let me just go on and do some housekeeping things real quick. Keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember the stuff that we're walking through, and just do the best that you can to keep your family, your friends, yourself, and others safe. And I use the all of a sudden I forgot. I use the policies that my brain is really, but the CDC. Okay. It's amazing how your brain won't let that come through for a minute. Maybe it's because it's too much in there. Who knows? But I follow the CDC guidelines. And then remember that there are people out there that are isolated, that a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom would really brighten their day. And for us who pray, please continue, because we need to continue to pray for us and our world, because we are all in this together. It's just something that we have to go through, but we will make it through to the other side. I believe that. I believe that things may look different. I believe that we will be stronger for it, as we always do. Change is always going to come. Things are always going to happen, but that doesn't mean we have to lay down and say, okay, roll over me, because I'm not going there. You know, I'm going to keep it moving. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again tomorrow on another live. And I would really, really appreciate it if you would support me. I'm doing a 21-day live online crew video challenge. And I believe, I can't remember today is day 17 or day 18, but we're getting close to the end. So I'd appreciate you checking me out, seeing what I'm doing as I'm growing and learning to do live video even better. I want to get to be the best that I can be. So, all right. And then I'll still continue to try, because things continue to change. So take care. I'm going to go on and get out of here. Thank you. So glad you could come. Bye now.